Alright guys, how's it going? It is Monday the 4th of September 2017 and you're watching Kopjosh.tv. Hooray! How's it going? You alright? So listen, I didn't do a video after the window closed or anything because I was just a bit fucking deflated with it all. And there's a lot to fucking deflate, you know what I'm saying? See, I say the things before you fucking think them. And to be honest, I feel a bit like that now. You know, it feels a bit like, I feel like I'm coming down from it all. Because towards the end of the window there, that last week, it started to get a bit exciting, and I was like, really believing that, you know, we were going to pull off this double signing, and we didn't. And in the end, I felt like it was a disappointing transfer window, which I understand that we've got that deal wrapped up for next year, and that's great, and I know that we got, you know, we brought some other players in, I get that, but the real excitement and stuff, if you like, the real, like, the ones that I really wanted to happen that didn't happen, you know, not really interested in some of the deals we did, but that doesn't mean that I don't support them, guys, or that I don't see the value and the importance of making those signings. It's just like, I don't know, it's just, from my point of view, you'll have been reading about, say, Virgil van Dijk for fucking months, right? So I've been reading about him for months, and writing about him for months, and talking about him for fucking months, and it's just like, you must have felt deflated after the window, right? And yes, we held on to Coutinho, which, I'll be honest, did surprise me, right? It did surprise me. I'm probably going to make a video about him separately, but I don't know. That's just normal business, you know, like just players that stay or whatever. I just don't see that shouldn't be hailed. Well, yeah, maybe it should be hailed as a success. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, Liverpool Football Club stood up to one of the biggest clubs in the world and told them to go fuck, basically. Although there's a few different opinions surrounding that, which is why I'd rather talk about that in another video. But I don't feel great today. I'm a bit bunged up, guys. You can probably tell. I downed tools at 2 PM UK time on transfer deadline day because I didn't think that anything was going to happen after then. I still monitored, I still participated, I still had my iPad that's got data on it, so when I'm not in my office I can still, you know, contribute and things like that, and I kept an eye on things, but I just thought to myself, nah, you know, so it was a good call of judgment. I got it right in that sense. Into when I say got it right, I got it right for me, so I went and did what I wanted to do that day, instead of getting stressed out with it all, and you know. So that was that. So it passed, and we didn't get the targets that we wanted. And the thing is, I firmly believe, right, that they did try to get these players in the past. I've been one of these people that's gone, I'm not so sure. You know, I think this is just fucking bullshit. You know, to get us all excited to say we tried, but you have to draw the line somewhere, guys. You cannot. I don't care what anybody says. You can't be taken for a fucking ride. They can't take the piss out of you. When a player is worth, you know, a certain valuation, which is set by the club that owns him, you know that you're going to have to haggle a little bit and, you know, try and negotiate a deal. It's the basic rule, isn't it, of buying and selling. We all do it at some point in our lives. This is just obviously on a greater scale. And at some point, you know, if they don't want to sell, then you have to offer a premium, yeah? And if we have met their valuation, initial valuation on what it might have been before it all kicked off, and then offered a premium, and then they're saying, no, you need to add this, you've got to stop somewhere. So I actually don't blame the club for walking away from those two deals, right? Because from what I understand, from the people that I trust, the people that contribute on the members' website, people know who I'm talking about, in the afternoon, you know, it was posted on there what the situation was, and that Liverpool allegedly, it's claimed, we don't know, it's rumour or whatever, basically said, right, enough's enough, this is what we're offering you, take it or leave it, we're fucking off. And I actually, as much as it hurts me to say it, I actually applaud them for doing that, because I just think you can't just fucking go, you just can't. But what I find more annoying or more concerning is that we went for one centre back, one fucking centre back. The manager only wanted one centre back. What I mean by that is he didn't have a plan B in terms of that. Now, you could look at that in some ways and go, well, no, I admire the fact that he's got this one player that he wants and he doesn't want anyone else, blah, 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 right? But for me, I think we were crying out for a centre-back. And yes, he can sit, you know, and wait for to the next window or whatever, and maybe get him in the future. But I just find it so weird that a manager didn't have, you know, another option lined up. I just find that incredible. And if he'd assigned a player, you know, a centre back, for example, half the valuation of what we were going to pay for Virgil van Dijk, say, then surely that money would have, you know, come round again in another window, because then you'd expect more money to be made available. I don't know, it's so difficult. I can see where all you guys will be coming from with your opinions, because you're all going to say, biggest war chest in fucking, you know, I get all that, I really do. I get all that, and I know about all the bullshit that we're fed and that we endure, but I really can't bring the tripod out. And people are like, because I said to Nas, I'll bring the fucking tripod out, but I don't think that we're being mugged off. I genuinely think that the club have done the right thing and said, no, we're not fucking paying that. No, fuck you. And sometimes you've got to do that. And it's very easy for us to sit here and say, you know, oh, it's not, you know, because it's not our money, is it? And that's what people say, so it's not my money, so I'll just fucking pay it. Yet when we're bidding for some shit on eBay or something, some absolute crap, we all sit there going, I'm paying another fucking £1 for that. Fuck off. 50 pence if you're fucking lucky. But when we're talking millions and tens of millions of pounds, it's, hey, fucking spend it. No, I don't know. So I understand to an extent the decisions that the club made, you know. It doesn't mean that I'm fucking full of excitement about it. And they stood up to Barcelona, which I think is great, and I'm going to talk about that in another video. But I'm just left like fucking like from my point of view, what we do, it's like that week was just so fucking intense, especially the last few days, and now it's just like it's fucking settled. And even the next day, you know, with the Spanish transfer window still been up, it's like, well, will Coutinho go? Oh, fuck. I've got such a headache with it, guys. Honestly, such a headache with it. So the only thing we can do now is wait and see, you know, as to what happens in the future. But I think the majority of people are unhappy and rightfully unhappy. I personally believe that we did try to get those players. I think we offered ample funds for those players, and I think that they were just taking the piss out of us. And you've got to remember that some of these clubs didn't want to sell, right? Just like we didn't want to sell Coutinho, apparently. So what can they do? What can the owners do if clubs are being ridiculous, saying give us in excess of 100 million for a player that is genuinely not even worth fucking 50 or 60, right? Well, maybe they are in today's fucking, but you know what I'm saying? Like, they want to go into triple digits or something. See, guys, it's so dangerous. It really is. And I don't care. If there's a £5 million player and you're offering 8 million and that club says, no, we want 25 million, then get fucked. You know, you can't do it, guys. So I'm sort of split with it all. And I have no time for the owners, so why would I want to cut them some slack? You know, if anything, is it the manager? Are you looking at the manager saying, well, he didn't come up with another option for the centre-back, for example? No, it's just, I don't know, I've got an headache, my eyes are sore, bunged up, and these fucking great big lights above my head. I'm not in a good mood, to be honest. But I couldn't make the video that after it closed, because after the transfer window closed, because I was just like that, guys. I was like that. Same old shit, you know. But for once, I'm actually thinking, what more could they have done? Now, if you're saying go for someone else, isn't that the manager? So yeah, that's my thoughts on it anyway. What's done is done. We signed, you know, some players. We did sign some players at the end of the day. But yeah, and I think they'll be all right. I just don't feel like we signed those world class players, world class players, you know. And I think a couple of the players that we really wanted, and I know, you know what I wanted to say then, you should have broke the bank to get them, but they were willing to break the bank. That's, what can you do? What I will ask is, why was it left so fucking late? Why? I guess if the clubs don't want to sell, then you know, it often does go down to the wire. But it seems to me like we tried the usual fucking, you know, the bluff. We played the bluff, a game of bluff with the transfers. You know, we took part in that, didn't we? We were like, yeah, we're not that bothered, you know, we'll see. Well, this is what we're off. And it went right to the fucking wire. So then it was like, there's nothing else to fucking do. So it's just really weird. And I actually feel for Virgil van Dijk in all of this, because there's a player that wants to play for Liverpool, and he's been left in that situation, been left out to hung to dry. But however, there is another part of me that says, what a cunt, you know, refusing to play for his club or whatever. Maybe he hasn't refused, but you know, he's distanced himself. He's done. So everyone, we're all slagging Coutinho off, yet that cunt's doing the same thing somewhere else, and we expect him that, you know, that's just a nice thing to do. You know, some people, I've seen some people go, that's exactly the sort of player I don't want on my fucking club. So it's just a usual fucking LFC circus when it comes to transfers. However, we can't let that overshadow things. We have to get on with the football now. We've got this international football. That's enough to fucking top anyone over the edge, innit? Push it. Well, I was going to say top themselves. It's enough to push anyone over the edge. I can't stand international football. Gareth Southgate, seriously. I'm just not even going there. But, you know, when that's gone, we get back to action and we see what happens. I just hope none of this comes back to bite us in the fucking ass later, if there's any injuries and stuff like that. Alright, it's too dark in here. I turned the LED lights off, thinking that it, because of that interference, you know, on the screen. One of you kind gentlemen did tell me it's about the refresh rate and that, but I can't adjust it on this iMac, the screen, from what I can see. So I can't do about it. So I turned them off. But now they're so overpowering, these lights above me, that my fucking eyes are killing. I'm making no tripod video in a minute because I don't want to get upset about something that's not really worth being upset about. So, let me know, guys, your thoughts. I actually think we all agree with each other, just in slightly different ways with this one, you know. The only way we would have completed on those last couple of deals is if we'd have offered even more ridiculous sums of money, and I just don't think that's right. So, you let me know what you think, but I think the majority of you probably say I'm wrong. Alright, guys, I love you. I'll leave you and I'll speak to you real soon. Alright.